Hello, I'm Rabbi Elton from the Great Synagogue in Sydney, and welcome to From the Rabbi's Bookshelves. One of the features of the westernised Jewish communities of the major cities of Europe and America in the 19th century was the introduction of the Synagogue Choir, a well-trained four-part choir singing in harmony. The flaw in this development, however, was that the quality of the music depended on who had arranged it for each synagogue, the cantor or the choir master or a member of the choir. And so in 1889, the United Synagogue in London, the overarching synagogue body for the Orthodox synagogues in that city, decided to publish a volume which would contain standard parts of the repertoire in good arrangements for use by all of the choirs in the capital city. This was followed in 1899 by a second edition, which was called The Voice of Prayer and Praise. And this has become the standard musical volume of the congregations of the British Commonwealth. Even today, this volume serves as the basis. So while it is arranged for SATB, soprano, alto, tenor and bass, choirs of either boys and men or women and men, which are rare these days in synagogues, when we have a choir of tenors and basses, it's usually based on music which has been rearranged from the Voice of Prayer and Praise. Now, the original volume was edited by two distinguished musicologists, D.M. Davis, who was the choir master of the New Western Synagogue in Bayswater in London, and Rabbi Francis Lyon Cohen, who, although he was a minister and a rabbi, and in fact the chief minister of the Great Synagogue, one of my predecessors here in Sydney, was also a very distinguished and adept musical arranger and analyst. They took their music from several sources. There are traditional tunes which they rearranged or put into four-part harmony. There are the compositions by the standard Anglo-Jewish composers, Mombach, who was the choir master of the Great Synagogue, Hast, who was the Chazan of the Great Synagogue and Cohen's father-in-law, Vaterzug, who was the Chazan of the New North London Synagogue. There was also compositions by European composers, such as Salomon Sulzer, who had really formed the basis of the European Western Synagogue repertoire. Cohen also brought in certain Sephardi tunes of the Spanish-Portuguese Jews of London, and introduced those into the repertoire of the London Ashkenazi synagogues. The volume was very popular and very successful, and in the 1930s it was considered necessary to have a further expansion and a further supplement, which was commissioned by Samuel Alman, who was the choir master of the Hampstead Synagogue and a very, very successful and distinguished and popular synagogue conductor and composer. He introduced more melodies and more compositions by Louis Lewandowski, amongst others. Lewandowski had been the choir master of the New Synagogue in Berlin in the 19th century. One of those is Vehagen B'adenu, which is a composition for an evening service, which we sing here in the Great Synagogue on the evening services of the high holidays. And we're going to close this clip with a rendition by Reverend Joshua Weinberger and the choir of the Great Synagogue. Enjoy, and thanks for joining.